Everyone wants to unlock the demon back. Wide lats, thick upper back, and muscles popping out of every crevice. And while everyone else is spending hours at the gym doing their stupid lat pull downs, in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can unlock your demon back with just pull-ups. Not only will you get the best exercises from basic to advanced, but at the end of the video, I'll throw in some extra tips that will help you achieve the demon back quickly. But what if you can't do a pull-up? Can you still get a demon back? Well, with the right progressions, anything is possible. These are the 4 exercises you should start with. Firstly, inverted rows. This will help narrow down your technique and develop a good foundation for the pull-up. Second, jackknife pull-ups. Way easier than a regular pull-up because your feet are on the ground and you get to practice that vertical pulling technique. Third is going to be pull-up negatives. Use these to get stronger at the pull-up without doing a pull-up, and try to make each rep last at least 3 seconds. And lastly, pull-up holds. These strengthen the specific parts of the pull-up depending on which one is weaker, such as the top position, the middle, or the bottom. You're going to want to perform these as negatives, but hold each of those positions for about 3 seconds. And if you skip this section because you already know how to do a pull-up, first of all, how dare you? Second, still keep these exercises in mind because these are going to come in handy at the end of the video. Now, some of you might not know this, but there's actually 2 types of pull-ups, plus a secret one that nobody talks about. Each serves to build the demon back differently, so picking the right exercise depends on what your overall goals are. The first way is the one people do most commonly, and that's the arched back pull-up. This is a pull-up you see most bodybuilders use because it's very effective for targeting the back. Arching the back helps to activate the entire back as well as your lower back. And with the pulling angle, you are targeting those rhomboids, that upper back more. These are great for high volume training because it's a very efficient pulling motion, which is ideal for general back building. The second way to do a pull-up is one of my favorite ways to do the pull-up, the hollow body pull-up. This is where your core is engaged and your legs are slightly in front of your body. This way of pulling is a lot less efficient, which is what makes it so good for overloading the back and getting stronger. Remember, a good demon back isn't just about size, it's also about that strength. Plus, these are more transferable to cool calisthenics skills, if you care about that sort of thing. And it's going to help us with more advanced variations later in this video. So choose an arch back for pure muscle building and choose hollow body if you're going for more of that strength. But we still have that third secret pull-up to talk about. And instead of just talking about it, how about I just show you? Now take a look at my technique here. Do you notice anything different? Anything weird? Anything strange? For you keen-eyed viewers at home, you could probably already see it. At the bottom of the rep, I start in the arch position, and at the top of the rep, I'm in the hollow body position. And if you figure that out, you get a kiss. This is known as the hybrid method. Here, you get the best of both worlds. The back engagement plus the core engagement. You're working the whole body. It's a very efficient way of pulling, and you work your entire body like it's one huge kinetic chain, which is a really good option if you want a more balanced way of back training. Vanilla pull-ups are probably the best exercise to use when building a demon back, period, which is why I include this exercise a lot in my protagonist method program. In fact, Daniel, who is one of my students, grew his back from this to this in a single month with mostly pull-ups. And he even brought his pull-up numbers from 4 reps to a whopping 10 reps in that amount of time too. So if you want to grow your back quickly and do more pull-ups in less time, click the link in the description to learn more. But while pull-ups are great, all of these pull-ups, you're going to need some more variation if you're looking to build an aesthetic demon back as quickly as possible. And one of the best and easiest ways to do that is just changing your grip. You're going to be surprised at how much of a difference it makes. The best example of this is wide pull-ups. Everybody knows that pull-ups engage the back, but they also engage the biceps to an extent, which is all well and good, but if we want to focus on the back, we don't always want that. What wide pull-ups does is increase the leverage on the lats and decrease the range of motion for the biceps, which results in more force being applied to the lats, allowing you to get a wider back and go full Dorito mode much quicker. Plus, this grip is very good for the demon back in particular because you get to target the teres major, which is the muscle that forms the eyes of the demon back. And I don't know about you guys, but this grip makes me feel like this, which fulfills the nerdy side of me that wishes they had superpowers. Instead, I'm just some guy talking to a camera telling you how to train like a 2D fictional character. Great, now I'm sad. But if there was a variation that had slightly more lat activation than wide pull-ups, it would have to be neutral grip pull-ups. I spammed these so much in my first year of training, and it's probably the exercise that built my back early on. The grip is the biggest X factor. You see, underhand grip is arguably worse for back building because it targets your biceps more. But overhand grip can be difficult to do, especially at high volumes. But with a neutral grip, you get the perfect balance and get the most out of your back training. Plus, the neutral wrist position means healthier wrists and elbows. It's just an amazing grip. I can glaze over neutral grip pull-ups all day. But if there was one variation that tops that, it would have to be this back exercise. Some of you will probably know what it is, especially if you're part of the protagonist method community, which you can join by clicking the link in the description. and that's the commando pull-up. Not only are these neutral grip, but they're also close grip. What this is gonna do is produce more stretch on the lats, which feels really good, but also helps to stimulate them more. Also, thanks to the name, I do feel like a super soldier, ready to rain fire down on the ops, as the kids would say. Damn, I'm old. I think I've finally reached unk status. And it's also a staggered grip, so you train your back a little differently depending on which hand is in front. And unilateral training, which is what I just described, is one of the best ways you can grow your back. Hell, it's responsible for the majority of my back growth. It helped me get stronger, made my back bigger, and it got rid of any imbalances. Problem is, unilateral training, especially for pulling exercises, can be really difficult. So where exactly should you start? Well, first, you're gonna need a towel. Wrap that bad boy around a pull-up bar, take a strong pull-up grip, and you've got yourself assisted one-arm pull-ups. The towel forces your other hand to pull with less force, increasing the work for your other arm. And if you find these too hard to do, you can always try one-arm rows instead. Once you can get good at those, doing at least 8 reps, you can move on to the next exercise, typewriter pull-ups. This is the same exercise you can see done by airwalkers, or as I like to call them, sideways pole dancers. Take a wide grip, jump up to the bar, then slowly extend one arm while driving the other one into your hip. Then repeat, going to side, like a typewriter. These are terrific for building unilateral strength, and in my opinion, an underrated exercise. And once you can do those for 10 reps, you'll be ready to tackle the holy grail of back training. If I hadn't unlocked this exercise, I don't think my back would look the way it does now. And the archer pull-up is that pull-up. It is one of the best back progressions you can do if you are trying to unlock the demon back. Everything about this exercise is amazing. You can work one side at a time. It looks really cool, and the back stimulus is crazy strong. Plus, because of the wide grip, it's a really good exercise for targeting that teres major, again, that eye muscle for the demon back. So if you're struggling to get a single rep of these and you want to work your way up to it, work on the previous progressions I just talked about. But while this is an amazing exercise, if we stopped here, our demon back training would be incomplete. What makes the demon back is the demon face on the demon back. And while the previous exercises do target your whole back, they more so specialize in the lats, which produces the back width, and not necessarily the face part, albeit for some of the eyes. So to specialize in targeting the rest of the demon face, we need to work those upper back muscles by doing horizontal pulling. And in my opinion, one of the best pull-ups that can do this is the Gironda pull-up, otherwise known as the sternum pull-up, invented by Vince Gironda. I hope someday I can invent an exercise named after me, but I dream. Oh, I dream. These are magical because they target your whole back, lats, upper back, lower back, you name it, Gironda's got it. You're gonna wanna start by leaning as far back as you can, and once you're basically horizontal, immediately pull the bar to your sternum. It takes a little getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it is a beautiful exercise. But there is one exercise that I do way more than Gironda pull-ups to target my upper back, and that is front lever rows. While technically not a pull-up, you can cut me some slack here, it's a very simple yet effective exercise, because you're basically pulling your entire body weight with your upper back muscles. Not much more to say, other than it's awesome and you should do it. Okay, so you have all of the exercises you need to build a demon back. But to save you guys years of struggle, here are my 5 speed hacks to get that demon back as fast as humanly possible. Personally, number 4 is my favorite. First hack, 21s. Start doing pull-ups for full range of motion for 7 reps. Then after that, start pumping out the top range of motion for another 7 reps. After that, do only the bottom range of motion for, you guessed it, 7 reps. This is going to maximize the time under tension, work all ranges of motion of the pull-up, and is guaranteed to bring your back to failure, which is just like the next speed hack, the body weight drop set. After doing a set of pull-ups, immediately drop down to a lower progression like the previously mentioned inverted rows or pull-up negatives, and if you have it in you, drop to an even lower progression. This one is an absolute sleeper, and I'm surprised not a lot of people are doing it. Hack number 3, the Frenchie technique. Do a pull-up, but then pause at the top. Then go down, do another rep, and then pause in the middle. Go down again, do another rep, but now pause at the bottom where your scapula is activated. Good luck doing 3 reps, because that sequence that I just said is 1 rep. Absolute killer for the back. Hack number 4, the rep promise. Take your max reps and add 2 to 5 reps on top of it. Now, you are going to promise yourself to get that many reps every single set. And if you need to take a break before you reach that number, take like 5 or 10 seconds or so, get back on the bar and keep pulling. This is gonna do one of 2 things. 1, you're gonna realize that your max reps is way more than you thought, or 2, you will train to failure, beyond failure, and then, hack number 5. Slow negatives. This is just doing the negative of the movement very slowly. It's simple, but it's effective. But even if you use all of these hacks and you use all of these exercises correctly, you're still not gonna get a demon back. Because in order to actually see your progress, you need to be shredded. You need to be lean enough to see it. So watch this video right here if you wanna learn how to get shredded like an anime character.